What is up, YouTube? Yours truly, Chedda Malone. You know what time it is, man. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, and I'm ready to make this beat come to life. I put a couple sounds together. I want a real melodic feel to this song, guys. I picked some dark strings. I created my own piano. I got this nice pad sound. I got my drum kits. I got some bass. I'm basically just going to keep it at that for now. I'm not too sure what this scale is that I'm playing. For all you nerds that want to know, I think it's an F sharp. It's the key of F sharp. I'm not sure though. I'm an ear guy. You know, I hear things by ear, put it on paper, let's run it. So that's how I feel. So I'm going to start with the strings just to kind of get a nice little groove, a nice little, feel for the tune. And then I think I'm going to take off with the keys. So I already kind of have a layout of basically how I want it to be. Let's get right into it. My BPM on this track, guys, is set at 120. Let's run it. So I think that'll work. I'm gonna quantize the strings, but I'm not gonna quantize everything in the song because some elements I really want it to sound as natural as I can. You know, with the timing and everything, I want it to sound as live as I can. Sometimes if you quantize too much, sure, you're gonna be on key, you're gonna be on a measure, but I mean, what's the cost really? So sometimes Ableton, for some weird reason, if I quantize it to a 16th, sometimes it doesn't pick it up. I don't know why. If you know, comment. I've been using this program for over 5 years. So I always got to do kind of a little bit of touch-ups on the quantization. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to do this video, by the way, with no interruptions, no skipping scenes or anything like that. This is raw, this is quick, this is fast. You know, there's going to be no skips in this video. So I'm going to do this all. If I mess up, you're going to know about it. So, let's go ahead and do the keys now. I think that's going to be pretty cool. That's a real melodic. That's exactly the sound I kind of want. I'm not going to go too crazy with the keys at first. I have a 16 bar loop is what I'm kind of working with right now. The first 8 bars, I'm going to kind of go light, you know, on the higher keys, and then I'm going to bring in my chords. And then when I do some sequencing later on, then that's when I'm really going to chop it up and get to business. So for now, I'm just going to, you'll see right here. So I think that's it. Gonna be kind of a weird quantization on this one. So we're gonna quantize to 16th. I'm gonna have to move a couple things around. I'm gonna do it without that annoying metronome. Quantizing a couple notes that I heard are a little bit off. Get it right on key. I'm also taking the velocity down a little bit, because I have a really old keyboard, and it's not really a MIDI, but it works for MIDI. I can't control my velocity when I'm playing it. I have this little I don't know, Axiom 25 M audio, but it busted on me. Go figure, right? So, bam. What that's going to do with you take down the velocity a little bit, going to give it a little bit of that blending action there. Now we just have the keys kind of, you know, as an accent for those strings. So just to give it kind of a backbone, I'm gonna do an electric bass real quick, and then this is just gonna follow my root notes of what the strings were. So I'm gonna go to D sharp, then I'm gonna go to a F sharp, then I'm gonna go to an A sharp, and then I'm gonna go to a C sharp, possibly. But that's kind of the note pattern, and I'm just gonna follow with the bass. Yeah, I'm gonna follow with that C sharp. Real victorious sound. That's kind of how I want it for this track. Yeah, that's good. I usually always quantize the bass because it's kind of the backbone. I truly, really strongly believe the bass in the song, the bass player, is one of the most important elements of the song. You know, outside of the main lead and the drums, typically for me. So I'm gonna get right into that drums, and then we're gonna see what we got. Once again, guys, this is completely live. I haven't stopped the video one time. I haven't done anything like that. No editing. You're seeing everything I'm kind of doing. Quantization basically means putting those notes directly on the grid. When you play live, even though you go with a melody that boom, 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 you're not going to be perfectly on the grid. So quantization helps that. You don't want to quantize everything, though, if you want a live sound for it. All depending on, too, the type of music you make. So we're going to get right into the drums. I think that's an okay drum pattern, sound for this. I'm kind of going with like an open ranged hat. My kick, it's just a hard hitting kick, and my snare, kind of like a clap snare. But before we get any further, I am going to put some reverb into that clap, just so I can fill it out a little bit. What I do with my reverb is I bump that size and stereo up. I take that pre-delay out. I'm going to bump that decay time up. I'm going to take down that diffusion network a little bit. It's going to give it that distance, and that's what I want to kind of fill it out. After I add this drum kit here, I'm probably going to add a shaker just to kind of hold the rhythm a little bit more. Normally I do everything one at a time, but for the sake of the song, I'm going to do everything once, just so we can get going here. My main goal is to do this song in under 10 minutes and have a decent sounding song. So I don't know where we're at now. I'm assuming probably 4.5, 5 minutes. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. CM Productions for weekly videos, ranging from music to production to whatever you guys want, man. I'm here for you guys. I'm here to get this music out. Let's collaborate. If you guys are in the Marietta Inland Empire area, let's work. Let's go. So for the first 8 bars, before the chords come in, I'm only going to do my hi-hat and that snare. As soon as you hear those chords come in, I'm going to bump that kick in, and then I'm just going to loop that shit. Yeah, that's okay. So it sounds a little bit, to be honest with you, it sounds a little, something could fill it in a little bit. That's where my shaker's going to come into place. I'm going to add a light shaker in the back But just to see here, make sure my quantization's on key. See, I'm already a little off there, my quantization. Take the velocity down of those hi-hat a little bit. Nice little blend. Snare. I don't know what's going on with my quantization here. Like I said, guys, this is raw, this is uncut. What I'm doing now is I'm just kind of bumping those snares, getting them on point, getting them on rhythm there, so my hi-hat's going to sound nice. Kicks were off there. These kicks are going to be on now. All right. Just got to straighten out my kicks a little bit, and we're rocking and rolling. See, that kind of fills it out a little bit. All right, this is I like it right there. I'm only gonna come in with this right when the kick comes in. So after the first 8 bars, so it's gonna rock like this. It's gonna rock like this. Take time out of the day just to get back to the work you said. Kinda crazy when you just run it light, kinda hotter than the feeling of dark cement. When you had a question with it, then you never reconsidered it any other time in your life that it was invented. One thing about a rhythm hi-hat that I found out over the duration of my music making life is that you really want to have your own pattern with it, but at the same time you want both of them to have their own home. You want each hi-hat to feed and eat off each other, just like every dynamic in the song. You want, imagine a big circle, a big bubble, and every sound is inside this bubble, and they're all in their own space working with each other to create the bubble. I don't know, kind of a weird analogy, but let's see if this is on key here. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. I think for now we got ourselves a track.